Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show. I will have some announcements and a recap for all of you, but before we dive into any of that, Nick, would you go ahead and start off a quick round of player introductions?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Tabaxi Sun Soul Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, who is the Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hello, my name is Melissa, and I play Charm, who is a Thrycreen Swordkeeper Ranger.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, the Changeling Armor Artificer.
Thank you, everyone. I heard Swordkeeper Ranger, which would also be kind of cool. Anyways, those announcements. We premiere our episodes on YouTube on Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Throughout the show, we use a variety of custom items, custom monsters, custom lineages, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see all over the layout, were done by a variety of artists. You can check the description for information on them and go ahead and support them if you like any of the art that you see. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, we have a campaign wiki at World Anvil, which has a page called The Story So Far that is currently up to date. So that's a good place to get started if you want to catch up quick. Other than that, you can check the video description for links and information about everything I just mentioned and more, such as some links to Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate resources. And finally, you can follow us on Twitter at Antiheroes and we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So that's it. That's all my announcements. Let's go ahead and roll the intro video. And welcome back. The Silver Seekers are currently in the Underdark city of Erudition, searching for Elwyn's missing mother. However, the city is currently being torn apart, literally, by the eroding winds of a primal nexus, as well as figuratively, by a debate over whether to request divine aid for their current plight. The Seekers helped the Erudite Collective build an apparatus to get down to descend the chasm to the nexus far below, and faced down giant feral mind flayers as they descended to where Cephalossk of the League of Terrors waits for them. But Cephalossk is not alone. Between him and the Seekers are a pair of UNT, including their old rival Kshura, for what may be a final bout. So, we are going to pick up right there, and I will just try and set the scene for you again since it's been a little bit. And I'll do that. I'll start doing that by dragging you over to the map. That's how you drag someone over to the map. There we go. I did it. The group of you, with Night Mantis along for the ride, stand on one far end of a open-roofed cavern down at the bottom of this chasm. Above you, far above, so far above you that it's completely out of sight, the stalactite city of Erudition hangs from the ceiling of this cavern, currently being berated, or bombarded, either way, by rocks and gale force winds. Directly in front of you stands a UNT woman you've seen many times before, Kshura of the League of Terrors. Her bright green snake-like eyes, hardened and resolute, but I believe at the end of last session you detected some wavering there, despite the face she's trying to put on. Behind her, a vast well, if you could call it that, a stone ring carved with ancient runes, from which is emitting these powerful winds that are being channeled directly upward as a result of a cylinder of force that seems to be projected by these glowing blue crystals that triangulate it. Even beyond that, at the far end of the chasm, stand two figures, both of which you've seen for the first time, but one of whom you've spoken to. Cephalossk of the League of Terrors, his bulbous octopus-like head culminating in a single tentacle, the others seeming to have been cut or singed off at some previous point, and that one tentacle elongated so much so that it is actually currently wrapped around the back of his neck. He wears a robe that is half white and half black and has some sort of amulet or medallion around his neck. And standing next to him, as I described before, is another Yuan Ti, who I now have a token for. This Yuan Ti has the upper body of a human, the lower body of a serpent, and unlike the token there, he has a set of tattoos that ring his body, kind of like a pair of slithering snakes climbing up the body and culminating in two open-mouthed vipers right around his eyes. And then the tattoos kind of go down the body and merge with the snake lower half that he has. And those two so far have just stood watching as you've had your initial conversation with Kshura, in which she informed you that she doesn't really have a choice. She has to do this. And with that, I think we have to roll initiative to start this off, just right off the bat. So I'll get the right music.
Ethan, could I have summoned my beast right when I got out of the apparatus so that they could go into initiative order?
Yeah, you had a brief moment to do things like that, so I will allow it. What kind of beast is it?
It's going to be a flying bee.
Like a bee, okay.
Like bigger than my normal ones.
Would have been more
Okay.
surprising if it was a
Have something
crawling
for
bee.
It's Big Buzz.
I think I have a bee.
Big Buzz.
So I bought like an insect pack for the ants. There's got to be a bee in here. You'd think. There's not. Okay, well, it's going to be an ant, but that's okay.
That's okay. Will it go right after me, or shall I roll it separate?
What does the spell say?
In combat, it shares
Okay.
my initiative. Okay.
Can I have the
Thanks.
same voice as the Queen Ant that we talked to?
I think that's up to Melissa. There we go. I've given it control of it to you so that you can move it around when the time comes. Okay.
Thanks.
How did those initiatives go?
Ember's got a 13.
Me too.
13. Okay, 13 for Vert.
But you can go first because your dex is much higher than mine.
Elwyn.
You're muted.
7?
7.
Oh, 7.
Seven.
Okay. And Charm.
9.
9. And I will auto roll for everyone else.
Let's add like 5 to charms.
This is the lowest general initiative our party has gotten in a while.
Yeah. Pretty low.
I was not expecting to be the high one in amongst us.
With a 13, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6. I was like, yes.
Sorry, I'm just adding a couple things here to the initiative order, just for when they come up. Okay. Perfect. So, the first thing that happens as all of you kind of take fighting stances, and Kshura takes almost like a viper like warrior pose as well. Cephalossk strides forward. And all of you hear that voice kind of creep into your mind, and it has sort of a slimy feeling to it as it kind of enters into your mind. And he says, "Silver Seekers, I have been waiting for this moment. You see, I was around the first time, and I know the heroes when I see them." And he points to, kind of with two of his fingers, he points to 2 points in the air to his right, and then with one of his fingers, he points to another point in the air to his left. And he says, "So don't think I'll make this easy on you. I know exactly what I'm doing." And a rip forms in space at each point he pointed to, and beyond that rip you can see stars and black void and shapes emerge from each of the tears. And I will reveal 3 monsters here.
Oh, great.
Three of these creatures, scaly, floating, almost head-like or orb-like bodies with 4 tentacles coming off of them that culminate in eyeballs and long whipping tongues in mouths lined with shark-like fangs. All 3 of them are different colors. One is green, one is blue, and one has reddish-looking scales. And these things emerge into the field of battle. Next up is Kshura. Kshura, seeing Embers step forward, kind of gives you a pleading look and says, "Embers, you had your chance. I told you I didn't want to do this." And she steps forward 5, 10, 15, and she will attack Embers. Let's see, she gets to make a lot of attacks. First one was a natural 1.
Misses.
Second one is a 17.
Misses.
Thought so. Then she's got an 18
That one hits.
and a 27.
Yeah, that one also hits.
Okay. 2 of these strikes, boom, boom. She kind of lands one punch, and then one of her strikes goes wide as you kind of block it. And then she gets one of her legs up and kind of knees you in the side a little bit, and then you dodge the final strike. You take... let me roll this damage. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw and a strength saving throw.
Oh, okay. Dex is ridiculous. It's a 26.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Strength is a natural 20.
Okay. With one of her strikes, she tries to the kick that she got you. She almost tries to like take out your leg and knock you down. And then with the other one, she tries to like forcefully shove you back. But you manage to resist both of those. She then takes the disengage action as a bonus action and steps back to where she was.
Okay.
That's Kshura's turn. Man, all my baddies are right at the top. Jeez.
It's going to be the enemy party, then our party, then the enemy party, then our party.
Yes.
It's a very
I
Fire
hate it when
Emblem
it
battle.
works out like this. I hate it when it works out like this. Okay. How much movement do they have?
Then you shouldn't roll so fucking well.
Did you roll for
I
Night
know.
Mantis too?
I did, and would you believe it? She got a 13 initiative. So, she's going after Embers, but before Vert.
Okay. Did you want me to control her or not?
Yes, if you would, that'd
Yeah,
be great.
I need her stat block.
You should be able to search in extras
I will do
and
that now.
find her, I think. Prepare to be awed by her incredible stats. And oops, meant to go this way. 10, 15. Okay.
Ring around the neck.
Let me check their lines of sight here. I need Night Mantis to make 2 saving throws, so hopefully you've got the stat block there.
I just got it open.
is Green one. Can you have her make a Constitution saving throw?
Okay.
And a
17 for
just
Constitution.
2 Constitution.
Okay.
2 Constitution.
And then the next one is even higher. It's 20. 30, 20.
Okay. She takes 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But manages to suffer no ill effects from the second attack. 2 rays of energy streak from the eyeballs on this thing. One of them is a sick, like a necrotic-looking purplish. That's the one that strikes her a little bit. And then the other one is kind of like a sparking yellowish color. And she manages to shrug that one off. The other 2 can't do anything from where they are. So they will instead go a little farther, I think. Okay. That's their turn. And now finally some players get to act. Embers, you're up.
All right. Embers walks up to Kshura.
You walk 10 feet,
hmm
and then you slam hard into a invisible wall.
Oh, okay.
And Kshura gives you a little bit of a grin.
Okay.
Oh, and I will actually reveal the wall now that you've slammed into it. Oops. Darn it, I put that on the map layer. That's not what I wanted. And then it went to the back. Give me a second. We will instead put them on the token layer. There we go.
Okay. But it seemed like Kshura could come out of this wall.
Yeah, she seemed to pass through it both ways just fine.
Okay. Then in that case, Embers from here will take the dodge action. And I guess I don't and just talk to Kshura
Okay.
and say, I understand. I was there. I understand why they give you no choice. I was there when I saw personally what happened, what they did to Snork. I understand, but if you work with me, if you trust me, Elwyn and I have a plan to get you out of this.
Since you're using your action to that, I'll let her talk back to you a little bit as well. She says, "Oh, Embers, it's not just that. If it were only just that, It'd be so much easier to bet on you. It's my entire people. And she kind of looks back to the other Yuan T back at the portal, and she lowers her voice a little bit, presumably in hopes that he won't hear. And she says, "It's friends and family that I care about. You don't understand what happens to them if I fail here."
Okay.
But would you make a persuasion check?
Sure, and I've got guidance, so I'm going to use it here. Okay.
And I will say, it doesn't all ride on this one persuasion check.
Good. That's a 3.
Okay. Yeah, she's at the end of this conversation. She's still shaking her head. She still looks conflicted, but not persuaded yet.
Okay.
Okay. Night Mantis is up.
Okay.
One note on Night Mantis' stats: she can pick either to have 2 pistols or her hunting rifle, and today she has her hunting rifle.
Right, I remember, yeah. And then can she still make 2 attacks with it, even if...
Her hunting rifle is 1 attack.
Okay, yeah. So her multi-attack does not work with that. Okay.
Yeah, it does if she uses the swords.
Yeah,
because
or
she's
the
got
pistol.
short swords as well.
Yeah.
But not with her hunting rifle.
Okay, I think she's going to just take aim against the green token flying creature. See if this works. That's not great, but that's a 16 to hit.
I believe that does. But yes, that's a hit.
Okay, so it doesn't get interfered by the barrier or what anything that Embers ran into?
Nope.
Cool.
It had the line of sight to hit her, so she has the line of sight to hit it.
Makes sense. Okay. Let me just roll the dice then.
I'm going to give control of her token to you, by the way, so you can track her HP and stuff.
That is 15 piercing damage. And then, let's see here. So, I don't see how to do this, but how does she get her shield up? The animated shield on the ring or whatever. I don't see an action or bonus action for that, so I don't know what it
Animated
takes.
shield is under her bonus action.
Okay, maybe I just don't have that. Is it not here?
It's the very last one at the end of her stat block.
Thunder Cannon is the last one I see.
Oh. Yeah, so you're not seeing her bonus actions.
I'm not.
That's weird. I will just send you a link to her stat block.
Okay.
So that you can have the full thing.
Okay, but yeah, she'll put the shield up, and then, are these rocks up here, are they, like, covered? Would they provide cover at all, or how big are they?
Yeah, she could duck behind them for
Okay,
cover.
so yeah, she's gonna, like, run and slide behind these rocks at the end of her turn, and then,
Cool.
You're so cool.
She's so cool.
Oh, I'm having trouble opening Discord, so I'm going to send it in Zoom.
Don't do that. Okay, never mind.
Too late.
Alright. Actually, it's okay, because we're not using little bars
The
and stuff.
cameras. Yep.
So,
That's what I figured. Okay.
this page
that's...
not found.
Darn it.
I can open it for some reason.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me. Let me try and open
Are
it.
you not logged into D&D Beyond?
I am, but let me try this. Hold on, Ethan.
Wrong
Don't try anything
browser.
else. Yeah, wrong browser. Exactly. We're good. Yep, it was the wrong
Okay.
browser.
Cool. Then it's Vert's turn.
Oh, great. Okay. Let me just
double
close
Zach.
the message thing. No problem. Yeah. So, seeing that. Let's see. So, did the blue and red token ones also attack us or shoot
Nope.
things? They didn't
They
fire
did
any
not.
projectiles or anything.
They elected to move a little bit more than the others.
To try and find this force shield or whatever, can I like grab, I don't know, a handful of rocks or something and just like throw it and like spray it all around like this area to see if there's like...
Where do you want to stand when you do that?
So I'm gonna just run, let me measure it first before I just move my guy like arbitrarily. Hold on. Like here?
Yeah, okay. You want to stand there and like throw a scattering of rocks?
Yeah. See what kind of path I can potentially take, because I don't think I have anything else I can really do to do that. Like, yeah, I don't think even like I have any spells or anything I can do. Reveal this.
They scatter and they do seem to strike against some sort of invisible wall in front of you.
Okay.
And you reveal those two sections of wall there.
I see. Is that going to take like my action to do that, or?
I'll give it to you as a bonus action.
Okay. So I guess with my action, okay, I would like to take the movement action and run up to this wall, and then like place my hand on it and like follow it until it like potentially stops, and then take the corner. Can I do that?
Yeah, I'm going to just move you.
Okay.
I don't actually seem to be able to move you for some reason.
Wrong map layer or whatever, wrong layer?
Yes, wrong layer. That's what it is, guys. Darn it. This is the path you take, and then I'll reveal the walls. 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
30.
Got it. Okay, I see.
And I will reveal...
Huh.
Oop.
Okay.
And that connects. There's no gap there. It's just the...
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that is pretty much my turn then. That's my action, movement, and bonus action, so...
Okay.
I'm done.
Charm.
Charm is going to...
And Big B, too.
Yeah, move up a little bit. And she's going to reach for one of her patches on her cloak.
Mm.
Okay. She flings it off. 2 mastiffs appear!
Okay. Do I have a token for a dog? Surely there's one in the, like, free tokens. From the web, come on. That's not what you want. It's just like a sleeping dog.
So
all right, sure.
I want, let's see, where was I? There, 5. 30. Right there.
I'll give you control of these dogs too. I think they need to roll initiative though.
Oh, they don't go after my...
No, I think they get their own initiative.
They get their own, okay.
Yep.
They're gonna roll a 13.
Oh, I
Okay,
hope
so
not.
let me look up their... I don't see it on their sheet. Is it my initiative?
It would be whatever their dexterity bonus is.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yep.
+2. So one of them... Oh, they're both 14.
Oh, good. We don't have anything at 14 right now. That's great.
Okay, so they don't do anything this time. And then, so for my bee, it has a 60-foot fly speed.
Mm-hmm.
And it can go, it's flying. So how tall is this wall?
How high do you want to make it fly and attempt to go over the wall?
Well, let's try 30 feet.
Okay. Let me see. Such an initiative order right now. Okay. Wall of Force. Let's see.
Just throwing out all the chaos.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it can fly over at 30 feet high.
So, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'm going to go right there. And then it has an attack. I'll attack that blue thing right there. And it is... Oh, shoot. Let me bring it up. Oh, nope. That's not it. It's this one. Sorry, 2 sheets. All right. Oh, that is 14. Plus my spell attack modifier, which is plus 6. So that's
Okay.
a 17 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I was 1d8 plus 4. Oops, 7 plus 6, 13 piercing damage.
Very good. Let me just double check one thing. Right, good, okay. They don't have any resistances or immunities to anything like that. How much did you say? 17?
13.
13, okay.
What are we calling these? We're calling them orbs or orb monsters or eyeball
They're technically
monsters?
called spectators, but you can call them whatever you want.
Taters, okay.
Because
We'll call
none
them
of you would have
taters.
seen
Taters.
these before.
Because they got
Like
so
it.
many eyes.
Boil them, mash them, put them in a stew.
Choo. Okay, and I think that's. Oh, she's got 5. It's got 5 more feet of movement, and it says it does not provoke an OA. So I'm gonna go boop.
Okay. Yeah, its stinger like nearly pierces this thing in the eye, and it just kind of gets its eye out of the way at the last minute. That did quite a bit of damage to it. Elwyn.
What's Tater's precious?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to come up to Ember's, tap her, give her guidance again, and head down this way. I think that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Start heading around the wall. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Then it is back to the top with Cephalossk. And he moves forward a little bit farther and stretches a hand out towards the nexus itself and says, in all of your minds again, "Now I've been waiting for this moment. You see, many of my kind thought that our disadvantage the first time was arcane magic, that it was our downfall when that foolish emperor of theirs brought it and gave it to them to use against us. But no, we were always destined to fail, because you had something we didn't. The gods. That advantage is no longer yours." And he stretches out a hand towards the nexus and clutches at his medallion, and you can see that he concentrates. And there's like a shrill ringing sound throughout this entire cavern, as I'm going to make a check for him. It will be an Arcana check or a Religion check, his choice. And it is a very high DC. He rolled a 17 on dice. The nexus pulses, just like a ripple of energy that washes out through the chamber, and it seems to even pass through these walls of force. Let's see, everyone. Let's see, when the nexus pulses, who's within 30 feet of the nexus?
Almost all
Everyone?
of us.
Is it
All of us, actually.
from the center or from the end, the edge of
From the edge.
Yeah,
From
that's,
the
I think it's
edge.
all of us then. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone, including Kshura and Cephalossk, but not this UNT here at the back, takes 4 points of force damage. And you can see that the runes on the well begin to glow with a violent white light as he does this. Oh, I forgot to give Kshura's token her HP. Shoot. She has that many and an AC of that many. Let me just add that real quick.
I lost concentration on guidance.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Okay. And I said it was 4 force damage, right?
Yes.
Applying that now to the baddies. And the spectators as well. Great. And as this happens, you can all just see underneath that one tentacle, Cephalossk begins to smile, and his mouth is just a ring of sharp-pointed teeth, and it is horrible. And then he will do something with his bonus action, which is to reshape the wall of force. And I'll move those around really quick. So I know exactly how I want them. That, like that, that. Sorry, I know this is really engaging.
The tension is just so thick over
So-
here. I'm
So
just
we
like,
can't
"Ooh."
see the wall as it's moving?
Nope.
Oh, shoot.
Though one thing I will say is the ant, the bee, it's not an ant, gets shoved to the side by a wall, so I'll reveal that one section of the wall there. Okay.
Would it, though? Because it's 30 feet up. Did you make the wall higher?
Oh, you're right, it wouldn't. Yeah, you got to see one for free, but...
Thank you!
Wait, is it because I thought it attacked the spectator?
Yeah, but the spectators are up in the air, too.
Oh, they're also up in the air. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All of them are that high? Or
Maybe not 30, but they're also up in the air.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay. I think that is it for Cephalossk's turn. Okay. Kshura. Kshura kind of gives Embers a little bit of a grin, and she says, "You can't see it, but it's just you and me now. Cage match." And she strides forward. And we'll make attacks against you.
All at disadvantage.
Yes. Good thing, too. That could have been a 19 on dice, but it's a natural 1. Second attack is a miss. I know that. Third attack. Another miss. This advantage is doing work for you. And another miss. All 4 attacks go wide. What does that look like?
The plan is working. I think what this looks like is like almost a callback to the dance that they were having, where Embers is just kind of like just really gracefully seeing and evading every attack that comes in. Not like with sharp movement, but just like with very flowing movements.
And each one of her attacks is like a viper striking, and she just, by the 4th attack, she's just, "Oh, why are you so aggravating?" Let's see if she's got anything else. Nope. That's it for her. Cool.
Arms and tenor clapping for you.
The taters. Yeah, right there. This one will target Night Mantis. The blue one will target, I think, the bee and Charm. And the red one will target Vert and Elwyn. So Night Mantis, let's have from the green one. I just got to pull up its beams here. Let's have a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh, snap. Night Mantis is broken.
So good.
Okay. The array of like sluggish red energy erupts from it, and she just sidesteps that one or like ducks behind the cover.
It was
But
too slow.
the other beam is like a glowing dart of blue energy that just leaps unerringly, kind of curving around the rock cover that she has, and like a magic missile strikes without anything. So she takes 10 force damage.
Ouch.
And you should have control of the token now, so you should be able to manage that.
I do.
The blue one attacked the bee. So from the bee, can I have a dexterity saving throw?
Okay. Dex. So it's a 14.
That passes. Okay. So instead of 9 lightning damage, the bee only takes 4 lightning damage as just a literal bolt of lightning leaps from one of these things' eyes. And the second one will be a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Not rolling too well. That's another 14.
Another pass. Okay. That one has no effect on a failure, so or on a success. So that one is kind of like a pinkish beam. And then the one that did 1 beam for Elwyn and 1 beam for Charm. Elwyn, can you do a wisdom saving throw?
Sure.
And Charm will go strength saving throw.
Strength. 10.
Okay.
19.
I rolled
19
2
is a pass.
3s on die, by the way. That's how tonight's going for me.
Charm, as this beam strikes you and you resist it with physical strength, you can feel that it was trying to lift you up off the ground and probably like throw you. But you managed to resist that. And Elwyn, let's see. This muddle descends on your mind.
Great.
Can't take reactions until the end of your next turn. And when your turn comes around, we'll talk about it. It's the Mastiffs now.
Yay. Okay. So they have a movement of 40. So let's move them up to this blue guy.
Who is about 15 feet in the air.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, I don't want to do Kshura. Let's see, what can they do? Well, we'll just see if they can get around to... Gosh, where were they? 5, 10. They were back by me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can they get here? Or is the wall there?
They can go there.
Okay, so they'll take their movement and they'll try to get to Cephalossk.
Did they want to dash?
Ooh.
They could use an action to dash.
Okay. 2, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ooh. If I do that, they're going to be dead, but maybe they'll distract him. Anyway.
Okay. Embers.
Okay. Embers takes the dodge action
Of course. Mm-hmm.
and says to Kshura, we can help. We can help your friends, your family. Do you know how many people we've helped? Port Horizon Shroud, Amber Hearth, Twin Towns. Erudition twice. Ellen can do anything, I think. My friends are incredible. Let us help you.
She, with a little, like you can see in her eyes, she wants to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That much is plain at this point. But she shakes her head a little bit and says, "How do you not see it? How do you not see how powerful they are? These aren't the people you cross, Embers. They just aren't."
Mm-hmm. No persuasion check?
No, you can make a persuasion
Oh,
check.
okay.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Oh, no.
How did I roll worse last time? This is 0.
Okay.
Throw that die in jail.
You didn't have inspiration or anything, did you?
No, I did not.
Dude.
I thought you put it. I thought Ellen put a hand on
I
you.
lost
Lost
concentration
concentration.
on it
Oh,
when I got
lost
blasted by the
concentration.
pole.
Elwyn's had
Yes.
a rough,
Right.
rough turn so far.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
get
Had a
I didn't
rough
get to
start.
add a D4 roll to that 0. Sorry.
Probably would not have made a difference. Night Mantis, then.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's just going to. Let's see. Let's do a snare launcher on the green guy, green token,
Okay.
and knock him to the ground.
What does it have to do?
So I need to make an attack, and if I hit, the target is restrained. So,
All right.
let's see if we can do that. Does a 17 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the target is restrained. A restrained target may use its action to make a DC 15 strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check to escape the restraints.
It's never getting out of these restraints.
And unfortunately, that's an action, so I can't do much else. But that's, I guess, what she can do right now.
Okay. Then it's Vert.
So you said all of the spectators are flying, right?
Yes, and I'm actually going to move this one so you can see the crystal there. But yeah, it's still
Okay.
in that area. Other than this one, which actually just fell to the ground, so why don't you, for Night Mantis, roll a d6 of bludgeoning damage for the fall?
4.
4, okay. Yeah, because when it got restrained, it wouldn't have been able to hover, I don't think. Its flying speed would have dropped to 0. So, yeah, but the red one and the blue one are about 15 feet up.
Okay, so I definitely can't hit those with Vert's attacks. So I'm gonna make my way around the nexus, and I guess 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm gonna get about here. I'd like to do some type of maybe Arcana check or something to look at the nexus, look at these crystals, maybe try and understand what Cephalossk is doing a little bit more.
Sure thing.
Any one of those
Yeah.
things.
You can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
And depending on it, I'll give you one or multiple of those things.
Don't worry about it.
What was it?
I got an 8.
An 8.
And Nightman is rolling great, but Vert is not doing so hot.
The crystals are clearly projecting the force field around it.
Okay.
And whatever Cephalossk is doing is not good. You know
Yeah,
that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then for my bonus action, I will activate my shield from my armor and gain some temp HP. So I'll
Okay.
use a charge of that, and that is my turn.
Just a second. Okay, at the end of your turn, Cephalossk will do something because he's got legendary actions he hasn't been using so far. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. He will do that. We'll make a tentacle attack against one of those dogs. Does a 15 hit it?
Yes.
Okay, he wraps his one long tentacle. It kind of slithers off of his shoulder, and he wraps it around the mastiff. grabbing it, and so it is grappled by him and needs to make a intelligence saving throw.
Okay, get sheet up. I don't think they're too intelligent. No, it's a -4, so it's a -1.
Okay.
Might not.
It is stunned. It is stunned. Let's see, until the grapple ends. Okay.
Okay.
And he will, with his with the rest of that action, he can. Okay. He teleports with the Mastiff over to there, with it wrapped in his tentacle. Then it is Charm's turn.
Alrighty. Okay, so what I want to do, this blue guy is 30 feet in front of me. I want to telekinetic shove it.
Okay.
Strength DC 14.
These things aren't that strong. It's got a -1 to this. I rolled a natural 20, so not shoved.
Dice are really against us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I mean, Embers is dodging everything, though.
That's true. But I'm not succeeding at anything.
That's true.
I'm going to move forward. Why am I trying to move Elwyn? That's not Elwyn. Okay. That's me. 5, 10, 15. Let's see. Can I get around without provoking a OA? 5, 10.
I mean, it's up in the air, so yeah, you can run straight under it if you want to.
All right. So I'm going to do 3 attacks on that crystal.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
The crystals, got it.
Okay, these all get a +7. All right, so what is that? That's a 9, not a 6. All right, so 9 + 7. The lowest one is a 16.
Then all of your attacks hit.
All right, so 3d6. 3d6 plus 12. All off the table. Okay, 11, 12, 13 plus 12, 25.
25 total?
Piercing. And I will have my bee attack it too, so one more.
It's magic damage if that matters.
Yep.
Okay.
+1.
+1?
6.
I try.
Your swords, they're slashing damage, right?
Piercing, actually. Their short
Piercing.
sword says
Right.
piercing.
Interesting. So, despite the fact that your sword is magic, it does seem resistant to that damage. But you pierce into it and try and break apart this crystal, and big chunks of crystal are falling off. And as they fall off, they do become inert. It looks like you took down a good chunk of this crystal, but it is still standing.
Okay.
Anything else for Charm?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
But the bee will attack the blue guy again.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. 15 plus. Sorry, so many papers. 21.
Oh yeah.
And so that's 28 plus 6. Oh, 8 plus 6, 14. Max damage.
A strong hit. That hit, gets kind of under the eyelid of this thing, and it recoils in pain. Hanging in there, but not by much.
Wow. That thing's hardy.
Yep.
Okay.
Elwyn. Okay, so you were hit by the Confusion Ray. On your turn, you can't move. And you have to use your action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range. Do you have anything like that?
A melee or ranged attack. Like a ranged, like physical attack or magic?
One of your cantrips would, I think, also count for this, probably.
Yeah, I mean, because I have frostbite, which is 60 foot.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Otherwise, I just have a dagger. I don't think
Why
I even
don't
have a
you
bow left.
roll a d8 for me then?
Do I have to?
You do.
I don't pass any of my dice tonight. 7.
Lucky you, that targets an enemy. What does it need to do? Is it a con save?
A con save. The DC is 17.
It's a failure. It
Sure.
strikes this red spectator over here.
Yes.
Cool. Then it's gonna take 2d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
It doesn't do weapon attacks.
I know. So I'm like, this is just
I mean, it can, but it doesn't.
useless. I missed my power. That is 9.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I rolled pretty decent.
Yeah, that one gets struck by the cold, and you can see a patch of it freezes over a little bit. I'd say you
Yes,
still
that's
have
my
your
turn.
you still have your bonus action. It
know.
doesn't say anything about your
Yeah.
bonus actions.
Okay. How are you guys looking health-wise?
Pretty good.
I mean, Embers hasn't gotten hit. I know Nightmare.
No, I have. I'm down to 20.
Oh, no one's updating their tokens.
Yes, I read that. I just realized.
Harmless.
Only Night
Okay.
Mantis took damage, so I've updated that. I don't know if you can see it.
No, we can't see Night Mantis.
I've been
She's fine
updating
now.
him.
She's fine.
Yeah, I
I'll
see
make it so you can see
Charm-
Night Mantises now.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use, since I have a bonus action, I'm gonna use a first level healing word on Embers.
Okay.
Just to give her a little bit of something.
Now, some things don't pass through walls of force, but I think Healing Word does. So,
Right, because it's not like a line.
Mhm.
It's just magic. So you get 6 points of healing.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's not a complete waste of a turn. Am I still confused, or
Nope,
is that
that wears
faded
off.
now? Okay.
Mhm.
All right, then that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Cephalossk will use another one of the legendary actions to teleport back towards the Nexus, and when he does, he lets go of the Mastiff, which becomes unstunned because he let go of it.
Good.
Mhm.
And then it is his turn.
Spend those legendary spells. Yes.
He's not going to reshape the wall. He's going to leave that as is for now, I think. So he'll just make his check with the Nexus. That's not quite so good. He reaches out this time, but it looks like not all of his focus is in it. He's kind of side-eyeing the dog that is coming to attack him. And the lights in the runes on the Nexus kind of waver a little bit, but it doesn't pulse again.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So when he reaches out to the Nexus, there's a that force field's kind of covering it, right? Or
Yep.
Okay, so he doesn't like reach through it. Does he just reach
No.
and then it? Okay, it
He just reaches
reacts.
towards it.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay, I understand.
His arms aren't that long to begin with, so
Well, his tentacle's really long, so I can.
that's true.
Okay, I just wanted to.
Vert, you're actually really close to him now. Do you want to make a perception check as well?
Yeah, I do. Not with this dice, that's for dang sure. Let's try this one.
Dang sure.
That's for dang sure. That's pretty good. It's an 18.
18.
Yes.
Yeah. When he teleported away, he took his hand off the amulet or medallion that he was clutching onto. And then when he teleported back again, you got kind of a good look at it. It is actually made up of a series of stones or some sort of stone-like material that are all separated, and they don't seem to be connected by anything. They seem to be like hanging in place by like psionic mind power or something like that. They're being held in place, but they form the shape of an eye. And when he does this thing where he reaches towards the nexus, he holds on to that. Then it is Kshura's turn. She will... Kshura, you're just gonna miss and miss and miss. I know what she'll do. She'll step back a little bit.
Did she take it? Did she disengage?
Yeah, she will, because she can do that for her bonus action.
Okay.
And then she kind of looks at you, and her eyes start to shimmer a little bit as she makes eye contact with you, and she speaks, and when she does so, she's got a little bit of a hiss to her tone, and she says, "Hold still." Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Thank goodness this is my Christmas saving throw. 14.
That's higher than her DC. Yes, her DC is 13. You feel a suggestion spell attempt to take hold of you. But you shrug it off. And you can see frustration in her eye as you do. Cool. The spectators. Oh, taters, what you gonna do? I know. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one hovers in the direction of Embers and Kshura, and will make its beams against Embers. The blue one sees Charm attacking the crystals and will go for her, and the red one will reposition a little bit defensively and go for Vert.
Wait. What did the green one do? Did
It's
you move
going
it?
to attack Embers.
If you moved
Oh,
it,
that's right. It's restrained. It's restrained. Duh.
Sorry, I was not paying attention, or else I would have told you earlier.
So it's rolling around on the ground and can only really go for Night Mantis. So that's what it'll do. Let's see. It will try a Constitution saving throw from Night Mantis.
16.
Another pass and another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's higher. So
Okay.
She just. I can't roll below like a 15 for her. It's crazy.
Takes eight necrotic damage because she takes half, but that's it. Night Mantis, OP. The blue one goes for Charm. Charm, can I have from you a Constitution saving throw and that's kind of useless. And it will do a Strength saving throw.
Well, the con is a big fat 6,
Okay, that's a failure.
and the strength is even worse.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. Yeah, it's an 8.
Okay. So the first ray strikes you, and it's that one before that tried to like pull you off your feet And it is going to throw you back. It's only letting me move the crystal. It's
You're on
going to
the wrong
throw you
layer.
back 15 feet. No, the crystals are on the token layer
Oh, okay.
for reasons. It throws you back 15 feet, and then you are restrained in the Ray's telekinetic grip until the end of your next turn. And then the other Ray strikes you, and this one is blue and cold, like Elwyn's magic, and you take 10 cold damage and have disadvantage on the next weapon attack you make. Though I guess you kind of have disadvantage anyways because of restrained. But that's okay. And the red one against Vert. Vert. What do I need? Can I have a wisdom saving throw? And a charisma saving throw?
Wisdom is a 4,
Okay.
and charisma is a 15.
The 15 passes. One of the rays strikes you, and you feel your heart begin to thump faster and faster.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel yourself sweating, your vision dilates. You are in the grips of a fear effect. You're frightened until the end of
okay.
your next turn.
I thought it was a heart attack effect, and I was like, oh no, I'm dying. Fear, okay. What's the source of my fear? Is it the
The spectator.
caster? The spectator? Okay.
Mastiffs.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay, so one's way far back there. So he can move up and make an attack. I think he's less than 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, he can make an attack. Right, let's roll. Okay. Dex. Does a 14 hit?
Against Cephalossk? No.
Yeah. Okay, so that one misses. And then the next one, we're gonna move him a little bit closer. And we'll try again. Hopefully it's bigger. Yeah, that's a 19.
That would hit, but Cephalossk, as that one comes running towards him, jaws bared, throws up a hand and a shield appears, and he casts shield, which turns that into a miss.
Okay. Well, they're trying. Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't have to use it. One of them was grappled. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it got ungrappled.
Oh yeah, it got ungrappled. That's right.
Yep.
Forgot to erase it. So good. He did waste it. Okay.
Does this have
Yeah.
tactics too?
Tactics.
Tactics?
If they do, that second one would have had advantage.
I don't see it on here.
Okay, then they probably don't. Embers.
All right. Embers takes a slow step toward Kshura, takes
Mhm.
the dodge action,
Oh, so frustrating.
and says, "All right, I'm not getting through to you. It's not really my strong suit. So this is what I'm going to do, Kshura. I'm going to stand here and let you try and hit me so that you can look like you're doing something. And that's what I can do for you today."
In response, she says, like she's still frustrated, and you can tell that she is going to keep swinging for at least a little bit longer. But she says, "What would you even do? What could you even do? What is your plan?"
Yeah, I guess my turn's over, but
You
I can tell.
respond. It's fine.
Okay. I think I tell her that I'm not much of a tattoo artist, but I've got Elwyn, and I've got this. And she takes out a darning needle. We can get that off of you.
She does quickly glance down, at her arm, and she has, that tattoo of the League of Terror's symbol kind of on her shoulder area right now. And as she glances at it, all of the eyes, the two dragon eyes and the third eye in the center of it, kind of look over to her as she glances at it. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Someday. Okay, that's better, but still a 4.
Okay, well, it's going up. It's going
Yeah,
up.
the ball is rolling up.
Boing, boing, boing.
Are we talking
The good
number
news
of
is-
attempts or number of successes here?
Okay, so the good news is, like, the fact that you're continuing to try is helping, even if you're rolling low, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So you're still making progress, even if like it's not great progress.
It's so funny that it is like really so Embers too, to just like kind of fumble at these things, but she's so persistent. It's great.
Night Mantis.
Night Mantis has the beast in her sights, and she is going to hunting rifle shot the green token one at advantage. And here
with
we go.
extra damage.
It's not a critical hit. Not. I was really hoping, but
Yeah.
it will still hit, unless it has like shield or something. I got an 18.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
that hits.
Yeah,
and don't forget,
so
she has extra damage against
yes.
restrained targets.
Oh yes, I'm very ready for this. Okay, and then I need a 3d8 extra. Okay, here we
Wow.
go. Yeah, he's so good.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Oh, I'm getting it. Oh yeah. Okay, that's pretty good actually. That is 34.
Wow.
Yeah, right through that central eye. That's a trophy for Night Mantis.
Yep. She like
Ace.
I do need her, or can you roll me a d4 first?
sure. 2.
I do need from her a dexterity saving throw as it explodes with
my
magical
God.
energy when the shot goes through its eye.
Well, she's really good at these, and that's a 18.
Okay. Passes. No
Yep,
effect.
okay.
And that thing is just dead. Now that her initial target is out of the way, I will also say that Night Mantis she did the research with the scholars and things like that, so she is capable of assisting Vert or interacting with the crystals and the nexus. So feel free to use her in that way as well.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, Vert, you're up.
So with fear, I can't move closer to the red one, which is unfortunate 'cause that's where I was going to go.
Mhm.
And I also have disadvantage on ability checks as well. So I was
This is
going
true.
to do an arcane check on the crystal, but I have disadvantage on that too. So that's kind of the perfect thing. Let's see. So I think instead, Vert's gonna you see him just really try and move forward, but he just can't because of this effect. And so instead he is going to cast his favorite spell, Mirror Image, on himself, which always works like a charm.
Mhm.
And unfortunately I don't really have any bonus actions to use. So I think that's pretty much it. That's really all I can do because I can't move.
Okay. I mean, you still got the mirror image, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Does-
And then the fear wears off.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Got it. That's what I was going to ask.
All of these things, their effects wear off at the end of your turn.
Cool.
Charm.
Okay. I am something. I'm trying to find it in my notes. I didn't write it on my sheet. So I have some effect. Oh, here I am. I'm restrained,
Yes.
so I'll try to break the restraint.
It is a telekinetic restraint on you.
Oh,
So there's nothing physical to it.
well, I have a telekinetic shove. Would that work?
Yeah. I don't think most people would be able to break out of this restraint, but you can make an intelligence saving throw if you want to try.
Okay. Ah, and it fell. Okay, that's a +0. Let's try this one. It's a 16.
Okay. Yeah. We'll say that's your bonus action, but you managed to break the telekinetic hold on you, and yeah, you've got your
Okay.
movement and your action.
Thank you. Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up and take 3 more hacks at this crystal.
It'd be 2.
Oh, 2, yeah. Because I used the bonus action.
First one is still at disadvantage because of
That is true.
the blue one.
Alright, first one is a disadvantage. So I rolled 2 15s. That's funny.
That's a hit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I get 2 attacks. So that's a d6 plus 4. 10 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is not at disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage.
Okay. So that is a 19
That's a hit.
for 7 more damage.
You shatter the first crystal, and the force field around the nexus wavers. It doesn't collapse, it doesn't fall, but it flickers. You can see it flicker, and it's like a bit of wind escapes briefly before the force field then restabilizes.
Okay. So then I'll use the bees. Can they attack a different target, or does it have to be the same one? That's a good question.
I think it may have to be the same target for your bees. I don't have your character sheet open though.
Yeah, the attack must succeed. Okay. But they can move me away, and I don't provoke an away, so I'll
That's
just
true.
have them
Mhm.
move me 5 feet over here.
Nice.
Okay.
I think it's 15 feet if you wanted to use the full thing.
It says 5 feet horizontally in the direction of my choice.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not that big with
Whole
the
bunch.
Swarmkeeper.
Okay.
Arm's
And I
bees
also
just kind
have-
of assemble around her and pull her away a little bit.
I also have half cover until the start of my next turn for that.
Cool.
Alright, so now the bee, which is the sheet. Okay, so let's try to hit the little blue thing again.
I feel like I've seen this scenario with rangers before, where it's just beasts, 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 beasts. One specific ranger I'm thinking about.
Conjure animals, bitch.
Alright, so that's an 18 to hit.
Against
The blue.
the blue thing. Yes.
Blue tater. Okay, 1d8. 1d8 plus 6. 7 plus 6 is 15.
Stinger right into the eye, and a trophy for Big B.
Woohoo!
Blue is down.
Trophy into Big B's hand.
That was a good turn.
It was.
Whoop. That's all I can do.
Okay. Well, that was a good turn. Elwyn, sorry, not Embers.
Okay. How is that last spectator looking?
Hurt, but not in peril yet.
Okay. Let's see. I was not sure what the battlefield was going to look like. So I was like, I'm not planning anything. But I can do a teeny amount of damage from 60 feet away. So I can do a frostbite on this crystal at the top. Seeing try and destroy one.
Yeah. You cast that spell, and it collides with a wall of force right next to you.
Is it a one that I shoot out from my hand, or does it just...
I believe that frostbite
No, it says
is-
you cause numbing frost to form, but it does.
Oh, I'm thinking of
creature.
Ray
I'm
of
thinking
Frost,
of like
probably.
Ray of Frost. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just-
You're right.
it just-
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, then you're good.
Yeah. good.
Okay. What is it doesn't have any
It's a con
stats,
save.
so it can't make
Yeah.
that save.
Yeah,
Just
so it
roll the
takes
damage.
2d6 cold damage.
And it's not resistant to cold.
Ooh, that's 11. 11 cold damage.
Yeah, the frost kind of forms into crevices of this crystal, and it like grows and expands outward and breaks pieces of this crystal off.
Great. I'm actually gonna, seeing what Bert did before, use my movement with my hand out and try to feel my way up. I want to go in this direction towards Night Mantis, but I imagine I'll have to like maybe do something like this.
Yeah, you run into a wall here.
Right.
And then if you're
So
feeling
I'll go-
along, you run into a wall here as well.
So I'll go this way. There?
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You guys
30.
and your fancy bend and snap.
And I'll just, hoping that at least putting the nexus between me and that other spectator, it won't see me back here.
Oh. I just remembered something. When that blue one died to the stinger of the bee, I needed a D4 roll.
I was hoping he was a dud.
Nope, he's not a dud.
From the bee,
Yep.
rolled a 3.
Okay, then a constitution saving throw it is.
Just for the bee or for anyone?
Just for the
around it?
bee.
Okay. That's 17.
That's a pass, but I think you're going
Bee
to
is
take half
rolling
damage
so
from this.
good.
I wish
my
I could have
God.
some of those rolls.
I know. Come
I
on,
know. I rolled a 14. I've been using different dice though.
Bee. Maybe if your name was Big Embers, like Big B, then you would roll
So
big as well.
It's 5 points of cold damage to the bee.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, Owen, have you got any enlarged
it's
reduces
still
left?
alive.
Yeah, I
Any,
didn't-
any big embers?
I didn't
It's still
prepare.
alive.
I didn't prepare it today, unfortunately.
Elwyn, did you say that was it for your turn?
Yeah.
I had 13.
Okay.
It's down to 9. I think it has.
At the end of your turn, I'll do what I have been forgetting to do, and I will tentacle attack one of these mastiffs. That's a hit. I rolled a 17 on the dice. He will attack the one that he already hurt for 16 points of psychic damage.
It's dead.
Basically grabs that mastiff in the tentacle, and like you can see that it just like he's pummeling it with psychic energy, and then throws it to the side, and it poofs into nothingness because it was one of your summoned things, not a real creature. I need to make that clear. Not a real creature.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it comes around to Cephalossk's turn itself. He grimaces at the state of the battlefield and kind of looks up towards his last remaining spectator and says something that none of you can hear directly into its brain, and then holds out a hand and will try and make his check again. Not good enough. The runes flicker and you can see frustration dawn on his face. With his bonus action, though, he might do something. Yeah, he's going to reshape the wall.
No more cage match?
Well, I won't say that yet.
Okay.
But it's getting reshaped, for sure.
So I still had my hand on it. Does it just go forward and through now, or
I will tell you
if
in
there's
just
a
a
section
second.
that's still If there's a section that still exists next to me, I would know it's still there. That's my point.
Yes, you would. No, your hand passes through empty air when he reshapes it.
Okay.
Kshura's turn. I'm sorry, Elwyn. She looks at Embers, disengages, and says, "Fine, you don't want to fight? I'll kill your friend." And she rushes over to Embers, or to Elwyn. And she will make her attacks against Elwyn. She doesn't have disadvantage or anything for any reason, would she? Okay.
Yeah, she does. Because she doesn't actually want to attack us, and I'm just a cute, innocent little druid over here who's not hurting anybody.
No, that's not good enough, unfortunately.
I tried. Why would
17?
she have disadvantage, Ethan?
I don't know. Just in case there was some effect I'd forgotten.
17 hits.
Okay, then the second one also hits because that was a higher roll.
Of course it was.
And then 2 more 16s.
16 is my AC. So
Okay,
good
so
job.
all 4 hit.
Mm-hmm.
On the first one, would you make a dexterity saving throw?
Sure.
3 of those would have missed me.
Well, she
Wait,
wouldn't
what?
have rolled so high against you because she would have had disadvantage.
Dex save, you said?
Mm-hmm.
13.
You are knocked prone.
Okay.
Then can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. Why the hell not? 12.
You are stunned. Strength
Okay.
saving throw?
All right, let's just keep going down the list of things I'm really bad at. That's a 16.
That's a pass. And 1 more strength saving throw.
That's a 6.
She comes in and launches into you with an absolute flurry of attacks. The first attack throws you to the ground. The second attack knocks the wind out of you, stunning you. The third attack, she almost like picks you up and shoves you backward. And then the fourth attack, you're up against the apparatus and just physically can't get pushed any further back. The damage.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I'm not concentrating on anything right now.
11. Yikes. 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, I'm down.
And then she turns back to Embers and just kind of like gives, like, she gestures widely with her eyes. Will you fight me now? Or widely with her arms, not with her eyes. My bad. Spectators. I'm sorry, Kay.
No, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
I am, though.
No, you're not.
I am. Kshura probably also is a little bit. There's only 1 spectator left. It will do 1 beam at Vert and 1 at Charm. Against Charm, let's make it a Wisdom saving throw. And against Vert, we'll make it a Dexterity saving throw.
14?
Get an 18.
14 passes, and so does 18. Vert, you take 4 points of lightning damage for the successful save. And on an 18, nothing happens with that other ray. So, Charm, you are safe.
Charming.
Embers.
Embers goes up to Kshura, and will attack.
There we go.
What does a 19 hit?
I think
Then
so. Let me
she needs
double
to make a
check.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes, 19 does hit. Constitution saving throw. That's a failure.
She's stunned.
Mm-hmm.
Embers walks. Let's see. I was here, right? 20 feet away.
Yeah, there-ish.
Embers drags Elwyn. I think she just like moves Elwyn behind her to
Okay.
about here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And goes back to where Kshura can see her and just says, "No."
I love that. Anything else for Embers?
I think she leaves a healing potion next to Elwyn. I don't have an action to feed it to you right now, but if someone can do a healing word or something, I can do it on my next turn. I can't do anything this turn. Sorry.
Persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Can't hear
Can
you.
you-
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Okay.
wait. Okay, go ahead.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
you're good. You're
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
This is almost the best I can do at a 16.
Okay. She's stunned, so none of her reactions are too big or anything like that.
Oh, I need to roll damage too. I forgot to do that.
Yes, that would be good.
7 damage.
But you can see, like, her eyes are doing, like, the anime waver,
hmm
with, like, emotion. Something has just changed.
hmm
You would know this, Embers, but I have 2 healing potions in my pack already, so you don't have to leave.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone can come, they can just grab one out of my pack.
Yeah, and I think I'd call out to Night Mantis. Night Mantis, can you see to Elwyn?
How much damage was it?
7.
Can Night
Okay.
Mantis respond real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You would say,
Uh,
yeah, if those dang shields aren't in the way or force fields aren't in the way.
Except she wouldn't say dang.
What would she say, Ethan?
Those damned force fields.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's why you're playing Night Mantis, not me.
Yeah, and Night Mantis looks visibly shaken by the fact that Elwind was just downed so quickly. Because you know that she has a lot of respect for Elwind's ability. Night Mantis' turn.
Can she, kick some rocks over there to see if the force field is
You
around?
said you can do that as a bonus action. Go where you want to stand, and then...
Okay. Yeah, I think maybe she's going to try and come around this way.
Okay.
Then maybe, try and see if there's anything blocking this direction.
Yeah, she tosses some loose rocks in that direction, and they sail forward unhindered. There's no wall of force there.
Okay, well, shoot. Yeah, then she'll, I guess, run this way and, kind of slide to Alwyn's side and give her a potion.
All right.
Weird.
2d4 plus... Is it just a regular potion?
Whatever
Yeah,
Alwyn
you're
has.
taking-
I don't know if Night
yeah.
Mantis has one.
It's just a regular.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, I'll roll, yep. 7.
Thank
Elwyn, you come gasping back to consciousness, and you see Kshura stunned with embers standing between the two of you now. Night Mantis is kind of cradling your head in one hand as she pours the potion down, and as you come to consciousness, she gives you a smile and says, "All right, you're okay now." And she kind of,
What happened? She came at me so fast.
Night Mantis glances over towards Kshura and says, "Yeah, that one's a problem."
This wasn't the plan.
The plan's about to happen.
Okay.
So yeah, that was Night Mantis's bonus action, and movement. So I think that's it for her.
Then it's Vert.
Okay. So I was wondering if I could just do if I have to use an action for this, but I would like to have an intelligence check to think about if we disturb these crystals or destroy them or deactivate them, is it just going to get really windy in here? Is that
Yeah,
the whole?
you can
Is that
make
really the point of the force field?
I think you don't even need to make a check for that. That
Okay.
one's, I guess, yeah, kind of basic physics. This force field goes down, it's going to get real windy down here.
Okay. Yeah. So
But counterpoint to that, you can't interact with the nexus very easily right now.
because of the force field.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next order of business is to see if there's a certain amulet or something I can use that might make that possible.
Okay. For
Um,
that, you could roll like an Arcana check.
Sure. Is that going to take an action?
I'll give it to you as a bonus action.
Okay. Oh, 18 on the dice. So that's
Nice.
plus. I'm not proficient yet, but that's +4, so that's 22.
Let me tell you about these crystals.
Tell me about these crystals, please.
These crystals can be destroyed.
Huh.
Yes, and destroying all of them will unleash the wind effects on this area. There's another option. These are crystals infused with psionic energy by presumably Cephalossk in order to create and sustain this wall of force. With Arcana or tools, you could theoretically attempt to assert control over it, and if you did it over all of them, you could probably reshape the wall of force as you wanted to.
So that plan doesn't get, or that way doesn't get botched because we blew up or broke a crystal already. It's just all of
Nope.
the current crystals. Okay.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah. I'll
So another option would be destroy all but one crystal and then seize control that way. That's also an option.
Well, I'm next to this one, so I will try and seize control of this one with, I guess, tools. What kind of tools do I need?
Just your regular like Tinker's tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have those.
So
What do I
it
need
is
to do?
an intelligence plus proficiency.
Oh, I like this.
Yes,
All right.
right up your alley.
Yep. Natural 20.
Okay. You wrest control of this one from Cephalossk. You don't
I'll
have
just look
control
at
of
him.
both of them, but you have control of one.
Okay. So that's my action. And then I use my bonus action to do the intelligence check, so I have movement.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run towards Charm then.
Okay.
So that would be 20, and then 1, 2. Okay, so I can go up there. So I'm gonna run by Charm, and while I'm passing, say, "Don't break the other crystal," and then I'll just like hurry by.
But
Um,
why not? Why not?
Trust me.
We only want one left, right?
It's fine.
The other thing I'll say with the check that you did make is that Night Mantis is also capable
Yeah.
of making that check to wrest control of it away.
Okay.
So, okay, Charm. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Before you go, Cephalossk is going to attack this not dog with a tentacle.
Okay.
I assume a 19 hits.
Yeah.
I think it's 16 points of psychic damage. Yes,
Yeah.
16.
It's gone. Bye bye, doggies. You served your purpose well.
Poofs into nothingness. And Cephalossk just says into all of your heads, "Finally, free of distractions again." Okay, now it's Charm's turn.
Okay. Let's see. How far away is he? How far do I have to be? Okay. Gosh. This is interesting. Okay. It's a touch. These things are so weird. Okay. Let's see. I have 30 feet of movement. I can't get close to him. You don't want me to break that crystal, so I'll go and attack this red guy.
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30.
He is
Oops.
up 15 feet.
Gosh, I keep forgetting that. But I'll just do a ranged attack. I'll just do a longbow attack.
You can still do 2 of them. You still get the extra attack.
If
Okay.
you shove him downwards, you can reach him, right?
Shove always pushes away, I believe.
You can't do
Telekinetic shove.
up and down. It does away. I see. I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she could
Yeah,
stand
got
under
it,
it
got
and push it further up.
Push it up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, that
Don't do
doesn't help.
Yeah.
I think it would like that actually. Okay, here we go. 2 longbow attacks. Okay, so the lowest one is a 17.
Both hit then.
So they get 2d8 plus. Oh, that's not the right one. Where are you? So 9 plus 6 is 15.
Ooh,
Damage.
it's not looking good now.
Can you use the bees on that one?
Yep.
Ooh.
I think so.
You can use the bees, yeah.
It doesn't say melee. Okay. So 1 more d6.
1? 1? It's
One more.
Why is it always 1 with the bees?
That's so funny.
Or 1 with the bees. Okay. Anything else for charm?
I did my movement. I did. Oh, I can do
Yeah, big
bonus
beak.
action. On Cephalossk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to shove him away. DC 14 strength save.
Okay. All right. Cephalossk, DC 14 strength. Oh, would you believe it or not a very strong fellow. Failure. Yeah, he gets pushed back, and he looks affronted by that. Seriously upset, but he
That's
kind
awesome.
of he turns to you and speaks directly to your mind and says, "Oh, I see how this is going to be.
Yes, you do. Coming for you.
End of your turn.
Oh dear.
What level is the spell for your big B?
It's a 2.
Okay. His intelligence is...
He's gonna go for my other beast.
You take 3 points of psychic damage and lose concentration.
Okay.
And the bee poofs into nothingness. And there's just this intense, brief pain in your mind. And you just hear, that was satisfying.
Such a loser. You said 3 damage?
Yep. Elwyn, you're up.
I look at Embers.
Get ready. Have my signal.
Okay. And I'm going to I guess wondering if it's even worth downing a potion at this point. Just gonna go down anyway.
You can do it as a
I'm
bonus. It's a bonus action, I think.
Yeah, but like, what's the point? Because she could take me out when I'm almost at full health in one go. So like,
She's also stunned right now, though.
Yeah,
I know.
she's not gonna get a turn.
I know. Hold on. I am going to hold an action. Oh, and this doesn't even have to be touch. So I'm gonna nod at Embers and just slowly start backing up. And I'm gonna plant my staff in the ground and grip it with both hands in front of me and just start focusing and preparing to cast a spell on Embers' signal.
Okay. So you're holding on to that. Cephalosk's turn. I decide if he wants to reshape the wall at all.
Since we both own 50% of it, can I shape the other half?
No, the wall that he can reshape on his turn is actually separate from the bubble. Yeah, the bubble is specifically from the crystals. No, he's going to leave it as is for now. Leave the wall as is. And he will actually, I think, cast a spell on himself. You can see a shimmer of energy around him. And then he will try and make that check. Oh my gosh, the rolls. He is unable to bend this nexus to his will. Which is, yes, great for you. Like, as much struggle as you've had so far, it's good that he hasn't managed that. And he just goes, kind of growls psychically into all of your brains. That's his action and his bonus action. So then it is Kshura, who is stunned, can't do anything. Spectator has charm right there. But I think he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll do one against charm and one against Vert. Vert, can I have a wisdom saving throw?
Rolled a 19 on the dice.
Oh, snap.
So, 21.
And charm, can I have a charisma saving throw?
Ooh, it's interesting.
Oh no. Our second most charismatic character.
What was it?
A 4.
4, okay. All of you see charm. Sorry, I have to just move you slightly because the crystal is a big token for some reason. You see charm. One of those rifts opens up behind her, and she is sucked into it.
Oh no!
Charm, we will, on your turn, get to where you are.
Uh-oh.
Embers, you're up.
That was all part of
Okay.
the plan, right?
Embers has to back to the plan. Embers is like... so you said that I saw the change in Kshura's face,
Yeah,
right?
something changed.
Yeah. Okay. The best
Something
Embers...
something about whatever you did on that turn
Mhm.
changed something for her.
Yeah. Embers takes the needle and says, Kshura, on my mark, my signal, I want you to take your key and focus on everything that is you and push out everything that is not you. And Embers looks over at Elwyn and says, Elwyn, cut the thread, and jabs the needle into the tattoo and pushes through some key for a key empowered strike, making this temporarily a magical needle.
That is very cool. Let's see. I wrote out some information about how this could happen. Okay. I did want this to be... I had thought of this as more of a dexterity-based thing, but since you're using your key to make it magical, we're going to do it with wisdom instead.
Okay.
Can you just make a wisdom check for me?
Mm-hmm.
And Kshura is going to do something similar.
Okay. Not the greatest, but not terrible. 13.
The needle punctures into the skin where the tattoo is, just gently, and you can see the tattoo kind of writhes, almost as if it were a creature in pain. And you can see Kshura like you now when you pierce Kshura, like your key almost connects with hers a little bit. You can feel her pushing. Her push is not strong enough. I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no.
And you can see tears form in the corner of both of her eyes as she's stunned and basically can't move, but just 2 tears come out of her eyes.
All right, Alan, they've given you all the help we can
As
get.
I see this happening, I take a moment, close my eyes, and think very strongly. Elistrae, Hinasin, if you truly stand for redemption, please help me. If you can hear me. And I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the tattoo.
Okay. You would have disadvantage because you're tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to give you advantage for Embers succeeding in helping.
Advantage, not just a straight roll.
Oh, well, I guess technically it becomes a
Oh,
straight roll.
okay,
So,
all right.
yeah, cancel.
Okay. We'll do the big
This is it.
one.
We only got one shot at this. This is Elwin's only level 3.
Come on, Ellen.
Yep. For today.
Hold
We
on,
take short rest, I
trying
can
to
try
think.
again.
Give me a second. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can do to help. There is one thing. It's technically a bonus action for Kshura.
That is the kind of action she can take while stunned.
Yeah, she could have. It doesn't technically apply, but I'm going to spin it so it does. And technically, this isn't the way that the rules work. Nobody come after me for this. I'm going to, because she's doing something that can help you, we'll turn your dial all the way to advantage. What she does is, as she's standing there trying to will her key to like push this tattoo out, and she can't. You watch as she can't really fully move her body, but she kind of shuffles just a little bit, and like a snake shedding skin, a layer of her skin kind of peels off. And with it goes some of the tattoo. Not all of it, but some.
Okay. You get
She
advantage on this
uses
now.
her shed skin ability.
Ability. All right. My 2 big ones. Here we go.
No.
Yeah, so I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Oh no!
So that's an 8.
The tattoo remains.
Shoot.
Kshura looks down at it and just closes her eyes. Zach, for Night Mantis, can you make an Arcana check?
Sure. Let's see. She is +7, and I rolled a 19, so that's like a lot. Yeah, it's a
26.
26,
Night Mantis
yeah.
is broken. Night Mantis sees what Elwyn is trying to do, trying to dispel magic. She knows she doesn't have that kind of power herself, but she reaches down to her belt and pulls up a magical technology device, the arcane disruptor that she's got. She might be able to do something with that to give you another shot at something.
Okay.
Now or on her turn, or how's
her
that gonna
turn.
work? Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Her turn's
I
next
think-
though, so
All right, let's do it.
sorry, Kay, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, feeling it fail, I feel like Ellen would just sink to her knees. But it's not her turn, so.
You can sink to your knees, that's fine. Free action.
What's Night Mantis do?
Maybe she well, does she need to use this thing right now?
Now would be great.
Can she? I don't know what you want her to, how you want her to use this thing, but can she run over to Elwyn and grasp her hands and try and squeeze her and be like, we can do this kind of thing, and then do whatever she needs to do with the disruptor? Because she's kind of seeing the struggle right now. Okay.
Well, I guess the disruptor, actually, it's just on her belt. It's not like a device that she can pick up and pull off of it.
Okay.
She just needs to be within 10 feet of Kshura.
Okay, sure.
So yeah,
sure.
she could run to Elwyn and give Elwyn a quick reassuring squeeze, and then run back towards Kshura.
Sure. All right. Do it.
Okay. I'm gonna make a quick little check here. So normally what this would do is every creature within 10 feet of her, it's like a pulse, needs to make a Constitution saving throw or lose its concentration, which is an effect that lasts for 10 minutes. I just rolled a saving, not a full saving throw. I'm going to do it as a check because it's not really... Well, I guess I can do it with Kshura as a saving throw. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Her con save is +1. I rolled a 13. She needed to be less than a 15, so it succeeds. You see the tattoo weaken and fade, and Night Mantis just says, "That's the best I can do. It'll last 1 minute. Whatever you can do it within that time."
All right, we'll try.
I guess that's it for Night Mantis, unless she wants to move or do a bonus.
Yeah, she does want to move as much as she can towards this crystal.
She had to go to give Elwyn some comfort. She had to go 10,
Yeah, and then back. So she has like 10 left,
20.
I guess.
Yeah, so she can go like that. She can go to there.
Yeah. So, and that was her action. And that was a bonus action, actually. Unless...
Yeah, technically it is.
Okay, then
Disruptor
she's
is a bonus
gonna dash. So she's gonna get right up here. And yeah, that's Night Mantis' turn.
Vert.
Oh yeah. And I am going to run to this one, and I'm gonna try and seize control.
All right, same check.
All right. So
It is
tools-
a lower DC now that you
Excellent.
know what you're doing.
So I have, when I was looking at it, I have the +1 tool. I don't know. It says +1 to spell attack rolls, saving throws of artificer spells. It doesn't say anything about tools checks. I don't know if that does anything for it.
I don't think it does. Nope.
Okay. That's not as good as the last one. You said intelligence. So that would be
Plus your
15?
proficiency.
Yeah, 15.
With the reduced DC, that's enough.
Yeah.
You seize
These walls are
control
mine.
of this crystal as well. You can now, when you're standing next to the crystal, cast Wall of Force from it.
Okay.
Your own Wall of Force.
And does that do anything that's around the nexus itself, or does it like, is it just a completely separate entity?
You would basically, if you cast it in a different way from what is currently around the nexus, it would reshape it. That bubble would disappear and you'd reshape it per the
Does
spell.
that mean that the wind might just like blast out in some direction?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could theoretically like reshape it so you have like one access point or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I have an idea, but I don't think I can do it this turn. And then is that like an action, or what is the?
It's an action. Yeah.
It's an action. Okay, so I can't do it this turn. Is it like just me, or can like someone else do it?
You're the only one who participated in capturing the crystal, so just you.
Okay. Cool. Yep, that is what I'm doing. So that's it.
Okay. Charm.
Charm's gone.
Oh, yes, she is. So, you were pulled into a starry rift. And you find yourself... Let me just look at this ability real quick to make sure I get it right.
It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Where are the spectators? There they are. Oh. Okay, this was the ray that hit you. Charm, you are floating amongst the stars. For the briefest of moments, you look around you. In the distance, you can see one big star that is the sun. You can see a variety of planets kind of orbiting around it, and you are hanging in space, drifting aimlessly. The end of your turn comes around, and you are pulled back into your previous position. Is there anything you want to do while you're in space? You aren't harmed in any way, but you can't affect the battlefield.
Take a picture.
You're just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, what can I do? Can't touch anything. No, I'm just gonna admire the view and take the break and appreciate the gloriousness of space.
Okay. You reappear. You were briefly banished, is what happened. Elwyn.
Can I spend my turn just crying? I'm not actually gonna waste a whole turn because I've already been fucking useless today. Just in all aspects. But I think Elwyn is crying as she realizes it didn't really work. Not quite sure whether Night Mantis's trick is gonna work, not really sure what is happening. But she is vaguely aware that there's still a spectator on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Within range. So, wait, if I go... I guess if I was on my knees, I can't go 30 feet this time.
You
anyway.
can. You weren't like fully prone or anything like that, so...
But then... Wait, can I get... I can't get within 15 feet anyway, so I'm not going to bother moving. Well, maybe I will a little bit. But I'll cast Frostbite on it first.
Okay. So that's a
Con save.
con save. Not
DC
particularly good
17.
con saves. I already had its stats up. Con save. Okay, here we go. What's a failure?
5 cold damage. Below average. And it'll have
Right.
disadvantage if it decides to make a weapon attack.
It might.
Um,
It is barely hanging in there.
cool.
Yeah, you can see the frost forming over all of its eyes.
And I think Elwyn's just gonna start walking maybe this way. Just walking. 1, 2. And that's her turn.
Okay. That's the end of the round, and probably a good place to call it. I didn't realize it had gotten so late. I was having fun. So we will pick this up next time, see if we can turn around the Kshura situation, see what Cephalossk does next, see what Vert and Night Mantis can do with the Wind Nexus. All that and more next time, Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
See ya.